You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, the WNBA has got big problems. It does. When it comes to understanding exactly what the value of this league is and why and how these women can make more money, it seems that some of the players, and look, they surely understand this. I don't know why they keep bringing it up, why they keep throwing it out there. Okay, Arike Ogawale has come out and said, talking about salaries and saying that she wants to see multiple zeros behind salaries. The problem is, where's that money supposed to come from? All right, I did a video last year, and because it was real big news when the news broke, and it raised a lot of eyebrows that, and it didn't surprise me at all, but when it was reported the WNBA was still going to lose $40 million despite the massive jack-up in attendance and ratings involving Caitlin Clark's arrival into the league. And one of the reasons they still lost money is because the lack of a new media rights deal, of which they've already landed. So salaries are going to go up. But when you hear players, and I'll just bring this comment up, and these players in this league, what they say, what comes out of their mouth sometimes is baffling. Quote, what we'd like to see is zeros, lots of zeros. The talent is there, the product is there. Now we need to be compensated for it. There needs to be multiple million-dollar players. They're not going to make that even with the new media rights deal. You might have a couple of players that I would say would flirt with $1 million maybe. I could see Caitlin Clark and Asia both getting paid like $750,000. Should Caitlin Clark get paid a lot more than all of them? Yeah. Because, look, the WNBA's got a massive problem. Even right now, after all this supposed growth, last Friday night on Ion Network, Paige Becker's debut, the number one overall pick, had 406,000 viewers. Ion is a free channel to everyone. And that was her debut. And for all the Angel Reese fans, she only drew 305,000 viewers against the Brazilian national team. And when it comes to revenue in these leagues, television ratings is where the money is. That is why the NFL writes its own ticket, right? That's why they make a ridiculous amount of money, because the television media rights deals in the NFL are ginormous. You know, you literally have Peacock giving the NFL $150 million for one game. One game. This is crazy. So Breanna Stewart offered up an update. CBA negotiations, they're happening. All right. It had record-setting numbers in 2024 in terms of viewership, gate attendance, and merchandise sales, as marquee names like A'ja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces, Breanna Stewart of the New York Liberty, Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever, Nafisa Collier of the Lynx, and Angel Reese of the Sky, to name a few, brought more attention to the league. That entire paragraph outside of Caitlin Clark is a damn lie. And that's the problem. The media's in on this too. The media's in on, 450,000 people watched A'ja Wilson games last year. Caitlin Clark basically averaged 1 million or more viewers for every game. May have, actually. It's one player drawing this attention, and the league's got a real problem. I mean, when your supposed second most popular player, Angel Reese, can't sell out her own alma mater's game, not only not sell out, can't even fill half of the building up the league's got a real problem because there's only one player that's resonating with anybody. However, the elephant in the room amid the new campaign is ongoing negotiations for the CBA. The possibility of lockout next season has loomed over the WNBA for the past few months. If they go into a lockout, they'll kill this league. In March, Collier stated that they're prepared to halt play in 2026 if the WNBA Players Association and the league can't agree on revised terms of the CBA. The current one will expire October 31. For her part, Breonna Stewart has remained optimistic that a new deal will be signed. Quote, both sides, we are doing this together, the Liberty Forward, as quoted by WNBA writer Sarah Jane Gamelli. This is a big momentum shift for the WNBA. We need to take advantage of it. The 30-year-old Stewart added, everything is going right in our favor as we get into negotiations of a new CBA. It goes on to talk about the fact that the WNBAPA opted out of the CBA, which they signed in 2020. That was back in October. Players believe they have the leverage in seeking a better labor deal. Yeah, look, all these players, because of the new media rights deal, they're going to make more money. Okay, they literally went from $60 million a year to $240 million. All right, they quadrupled their media rights deal. They're going to make more money. So you can look at the salaries now. Are they going to quadruple salaries? I don't think so. All right, some of that money's got to go to these franchises in order for these franchises to keep wanting to be in business. But do I think, reasonably speaking, 2.5 times, 3 times, maybe 3 times their current salaries? Fine. But when these players are talking about multi-million-dollar contracts, it's like they have no idea. They can't do math. I don't understand it. They cannot do math. And basic economics 101. The league, even with the new media rights deal, take what you got and then triple it. Okay, so the rookies, when they come in, will make $210,000. Somebody like Breonna Stewart would make more like $600,000 to $700,000. All right, Asia Wilson, Brittany Griner, Caitlin Clark. When their deal comes, yeah, she's gonna end up making $600,000-$700,000. Now, if they can figure out some bonus based on gate revenue and that kind of thing, okay, great. But you're not going to see $5 million players for a very, very long time. And look, the league's not dumb. They can see we only have one player that's filling up buildings for sure. All right? We've only got one player that absolutely will draw television eyeballs. And if the league's aware of it, the advertisers and the television networks are very aware of it too. Why do you think Caitlin Clark's got 41 nationally televised games? It's because she's the one drawing the ratings. There's an article on Front Office Sports right now where the WNBA is crossing their fingers that Caitlin Clark can get deep into the playoffs because they can see ratings they've never seen in years and years and years, if ever. It's crazy. I'm always having to do one of these videos because another player says something about salary that's there's not a chance. I mean, the money's not there. And you got a lot of players that I believe they should get paid just cause. Well, the money's got to come from somewhere. The Unrivaled and those salaries, eventually TNT Sports is going to be like, if we can't get Caitlin Clark in order to boost the media revenue from advertisers, that league's going to go under. Because TNT Sports is going to be like, it's not worth it for games that are getting 180,000 viewers. I don't care if their championship game did get 300,000. 300,000 viewers? The average AEW Collision Saturday night show draws 300,000 viewers, sometimes like 500,000 or 600,000. Come on. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.